Hello, I'm reviewing 2007 movie of Sweeney Todd. I give it an 8 out of 10. It's a good guilty pleasure in my book. Sure, the singing's terrible. It's nails on chalkboard pleasant to listen to. The singing is that bad. And off key. Sounding lots of the songs, so many of the songs sound off. And terrible. Probably because they get people who can't sing, but can act. The cast is full of great actors, but not really much singers. And, Johnny Depp does most of the acting and singing in the movie. Most of the movie's is shot from his point of view as character. And, he's just, oh, fuck. His singing's what I imagine if a toilet could die. Literally, not physically. You know that, who's seen that SpongeBob episode where Patrick literally murdered a toilet by taking a massive shit in it? And this toilet came to life and asked toilet to, it was Squidward's toilet that Patrick used in that SpongeBob episode. What season was that? And anyway, you know the season. I don't know how many people have seen this episode. Okay, so I'm just going to describe it. Okay, this is episode of SpongeBob where Patrick uses Squidward's toilet, and then Squidward's toilet comes to life and asks Squidward to put it out of his misery and have mercy on his soul and kill it now. Because when Patrick got in the bathroom, it was so bad, the toilet actually wanted to die. Squidward's toilet wanted to die because Patrick's toilet bowels killed was torturing the toilet to death, and was torturing the toilet so bad it wanted to die and ended up collapsing of a heart attack, I guess, or passing out because it stopped talking. Okay, that toilet's dead. That's what I think of Johnny Depp singing. It's that horrifying of a freak show, his singing voice. It's somehow more horrifying than that episode of SpongeBob, of that sketch of SpongeBob where Patrick took a massive dump in Squidward's toilet, and Squidward's toilet came alive and asked Squidward to put it out of his misery and passed out. Because Squidward's toilet got used by Patrick. And apparently it was bad enough that it was so bad it was even enough to kill the toilet even. Squidward's toilet. This movie makes me feel this makes me feel like I'm Squidward's toilet, listening to Johnny Depp's singing voice. It makes me feel like someone needs to put me out of my misery and have mercy on my human soul as an existence. That's how bad his singing voice is. And that's what most of the songs you're going to hear done by him. And holy crap, he really can't sing. Him singing sounds like if singing could die of a heart attack after getting the massive runs and just collapsing of a heart attack because his bowels have collapsed. It has like. Okay, you know how ever heard someone can die on a toilet episode of this Papa Meat channel, YouTuber called Papa Meat. He actually talks about history, about all this great history on everyone who's died on, every great person who has died on toilets in history. So, what I'm trying to say is that listening to John Jeff sing is as pleasant as dying on a toilet. Listening to his singing. You're not sure which makes you kind of comfort the fact that you might die on a toilet one day. I mean, you don't know how you're going to die. It's probably a embarrassing way to die, but it's a way that it happens to people. Die on toilets. So, John Depp singing makes me no longer afraid to die on a toilet. That's how bad his singing is. That untalented singing hack. Someone let that guy sing his lines instead of using auto-tune. I'm pretty sure there's a reason why auto-tune exists, is to hide terrible singers like that voice that can't sing for shit. But singing like they're having a stroke, or recovering from a stroke. You know when people recover from strokes, like my dad, when he recovered from a stroke, his voice sounded deeper for a while, and like really deep for a while until it sounded normal again and loud, and that's how John Jepp's that's how my dad happened when he had after recovering from a stroke. But John Depp sings like he's recovering from a stroke. That's no time to re-sing. That's the time to take it easy. Or not sing at all and get someone auto-tune over that crap of a singing voice. Bring on the auto-tune with the terrible singers. In musicals, we need that to save musicals. Auto-tune. More auto-tune we need in musicals. Because we're not hiring anyone that can actually sing in musicals now, I guess, in movies, for movies. So I guess more auto-tune we should use in musicals. To drown out the terrible singer singing voice like Johnny Depp's. He's a great, he might be an actor, but he's not a singer. And he cannot sing at all in this movie. It's terrible, you know. And that's why it's one of my favorite guilty pleasures of all time. Why I give it an 8 out of 10, this musical. That and also is gory, goofy fun. With sweet kills where Sweeney Todd plays a serial killer, and that's a plot of the film. So the song comes with some goofy, gory kills in musical fashion, blah, blah, blah. Terrible musicals because nobody can sing for shit in this movie, probably because most of the scenes done by Depp. Or maybe it's Depp. I don't know. Maybe someone can sing this movie. I kind of forgot most of the singing is done by Johnny Depp. His performance is fine, except for his singing voice in this movie. And that's why I give it an 8 out of 10. This movie would have been a 10 out of 10 if he didn't let Johnny Depp sing instead of just spoke his lines. Or better, maybe you just didn't make this movie a musical. I know it's based off of a play, but if you can't get people to sing actually good, why would you still make it a play if you can't have people sing? I don't understand that, you know? That's why I give this a good cheesy rating, a 8 out of 10, guilty pleasure of a movie. Good night, subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up, and hit the bell button. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, if you like my video, hit the subscribe button. You like my content, hit the subscribe button to my content. And if you like my video, or like this review, or this movie, let me know in the comments what you thought of this. Okay, what your thoughts are, and what y'all say. So, Merry Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas. Excuse me. Good night.